I just on here tonight to talk to you about a post that I put in on the weekend from a real live clients that we had about the child tax credit. The reason I wanted to let people know is because many people are in mortgages right now and in homes, and the wife has decided and the husband have decided that they're going to stay home, and they want to stay home to raise their children and then eventually go back to work. Well, we had two incomes when they initially did their mortgage, and now they're down to one. So what happens when the house is too small and they want to move up? Well, the government has made major changes over the last few years to make it very, very difficult to afford mortgages. And right now, if you want to buy a home, you are restricted very much so by the income that you're earning. So that's why, as mortgage brokers, we look for ways that we can increase your affordability and get you into a house that you want. We're not talking about putting people in homes that they can't afford. We're trying to find ways to get them into houses that they can afford. For instance, this case that I was talking about this week was the fellow made $53,000, a decent income. But in terms of affordability, he could only afford a mortgage of about $225,000. He was going to take the existing equity from his property and put it into the new property. He had $150,000 to put into the new property, but because his income was $53,000, he could not afford as much as $450,000 in a new mortgage. So here comes the child tax credit. And only a few of our lenders allow this, but it's amazing because sometimes this couple was earning $7,000 a year. So now their $53,000 is now $60,000, and I could get their the amount of mortgage they could carry another $25,000 or $50,000. So for you, those of you who have been chiming in about people are robbing their children of food, this couldn't be farther from the case. Actually, even with this couple moving up, their mortgage payment is actually going down. Interest rates have been going down. We can use 30-year amortizations, and their payment, is $1,200. Okay, who really can't afford $1,200 in a mortgage payment when you're making $60,000 a year? Of course, you have other expenses. This couple had no other expenses. They were very, very smart with their money. They didn't have car payments. They didn't have credit cards. They were very lean, and they are ready and poised to buy this new house because the current house is just too small with their two children. So no worries there. There's other ways we can create help people that need affordability, and these are incomes that the banks traditionally don't look at. Some ways, sometimes we can look at child support. We can look at child support for sure. Sometimes people have part-time jobs, and they have 2 years of part-time income as well as a full-time job. So we, as brokers, top brokers in Canada, look for all the ways to make things work for people. And we want you to get into a home. That's our goal. We want people to enjoy their own place, put their own pictures up, create their own space and a home that is their own. And still in Canada, having a home is your greatest source of wealth that you'll ever make. And we've had people purchase a home a few years ago and were able to pay off student loans or debt. So these are all the things, the really good reasons why we're trying to help people. And even if you believe that you can't buy a home for whatever reason, call us and maybe we can help you find a way to get into it. Because really, when it comes right down to it, if you want to own your own house, we will put you on the path to creating either the down payment or the income necessary to do it. So I just wanted to let everyone know, no worries. We're not supporting a mortgage based on a child tax credit. It's a supplementary income or child support or whatever in other incomes you have that support the mortgage. They're not taking their child tax credit, for those who were thinking, and taking their $350 a month and paying their mortgage with it. They put it in the bank like everyone else, and whether they want to buy food or pay part of their mortgage or buy running shoes for their children. It's all just the income coming into their household. So I want everyone, if you have people that you know that would love to be in a home. I was talking to a woman that was in a $1,000 a month rental apartment in Hamilton in a crappy area. And I spoke to her tonight, and we're going to put her 3 children on the mortgage. They're all adults now with good credit, and the kids are doing great. And we're going to help that family own a home. And this is what we do, and it really brings a lot of joy to our hearts, and especially for the people that have always wanted to own their own home and never could find the way, or someone who cared enough to help them. So please give us a call, and love to speak to you. And anyway, have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.